Was it a good?
It was so good. Thank you.
Awesome.
Any Hoosiers.
Any Hoosiers. Escape the Tapes proudly presents
Today's Tapes.
Awesome.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us too.
For our little pet project.
This isn't the first time we're doing an intro.
It's not. But we're
It's
acting
okay.
like it is.
We're acting like it is. And we are good actors.
Once again, thank you for joining us for another themed episode. Not every episode of Today's Tapes is going to be themed, but as of right now, what I feel in my heart, yes, they will be.
Themes, expect themes, lists.
And just fun.
And fun. And
Murder.
like we'll talk about new stuff, old stuff. It's all you know.
This is the devil's playground.
Sure.
Call me the devil.
I'll call you Brittany, and my name's Thomas. What up, all?
Okay, so this week we are doing Victorian era romance. And we have two different picks for you guys today.
Two very different picks. Very different picks.
One of
indeed.
them is a Victorian era horror romance.
One is Victorian era. I'm going to leave it at that. You'll find out later.
Honestly, the other pick, I had no idea it was Victorian era. Imagine my surprise. Imagine. But
I'm about to steal the show, baby.
He might. You guys might side with him over me, and that's
listen.
totally fine.
I side with you because like I was reintroduced to this movie, a couple weeks ago when I watched it, and when you mentioned this this topic, and I still am indifferent. I still what I really like. I really really like, and I feel like what was toned up for another movie really works better than this one. But what is done here is still really very nice.
And what we say by here is my pick is 2015 classic by Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro.
See, I was going to do that. I didn't want to be pretentious.
It's Guillermo. You just say Guillermo del Toro.
Okay,
That's
great.
fine. Yeah.
Well, Crimson Peak. She fucks.
Yeah. I mean, so did, Pan's Labyrinth, Kronos.
Agreed.
Devil's Backbone.
Agreed.
Hellboy 2, Golden Army.
Okay.
Pacific Rim.
No. I got it. You can hush now.
The movie that came out right after.
Gonna be the shit out of you.
The Shape of Water. Oscar winner.
You know what? He's a monster fucker. I've seen it.
Well, no, like he loves monsters. Like that is his thing.
I mean,
like all those movies, like monsters.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? We're allowed to do sidebars. We're allowed to do tangents on this one.
Let's go.
I read a book.
Holy shit.
Shut up. Hold on. Wait, I took a screenshot of the title and it fits the theme of monster fucker.
What? Listen, I mean, he won, like I'm pretty sure that year, like Jordan Peele won Best Original Screenplay for Get Out, and he won Best Director and Best Picture for The Shape of Water. I was thrown for a curveball. I can't remember what the choices were that year. I never thought. I was so honored that, like, for a horror fan, for him to be, like, nominated. I was honored for him. I'm like, heck yeah, Guillermo. Like, that's so cool. Okay. But, like, it's just, I don't know. He is so cool, and like just like seeing him and hearing him talk and gush about monster movies is amazing.
Okay, I agree with you.
Yeah,
I promise that I do. The book I read, because I finally pulled it back up. It's called The Imaginary Friends Obsession.
Oh, okay.
And
the Imaginary Friends Obsession, is it like a ghost fucking movie or a book?
Kinda, yeah.
So yeah,
it's
So it's this.
Kind of.
We're getting there, yeah.
Okay. This, I did not realize how star-studded this movie was until I rewatched it. Like, in my mind, I've always held Crimson Peak to a really good standard. Everybody knows that because I love it. I've always been very vocal about how much I love it, and I continue to love it.
I'm pretty sure the first time I met Brittany, we talked about this movie and how much she really, really enjoyed it. And like, I think I like shrugged her off very fast just because of how new the movie was, and also that we've been friends for a while now, and like
damn near 10 years.
Yeah, and well, I mean, this movie came out 10 years ago.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
So in 2 more years.
Yeah. Just
one more year.
Like I was like, for that to be your favorite movie, it's just like I was like,
One of my favorites. Yeah.
and I want to say you said at the time it was your favorite movie.
Well, no. I always told you Princess Bride was my number one.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I take that back.
Yeah, you know better.
But
Don't lie.
I just knew that this was in the conversation. I was like, huh, okay.
Yeah, but now he's like,
Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so hear me out.
Let me
Again,
yeah.
star-studded cast here. We have Tom Hiddleston. We have Bobby Singer. Nope, that's not his name.
That's not. It's Beavers. It's is it Jim Beavers?
Yes, it is Jim Beavers.
Jim Beavers.
God damn it!
I watch
Bobby.
Supernatural, bro. I'm on a Supernatural, just binge.
I don't know
through
why I said
life.
his character name because I intentionally was trying not to say
When
it.
we don't have something to watch during dinner, we
Supernatural.
will watch Supernatural no matter what. Yeah.
We've got Jessica Chastain. Crazy. She looks really good as a brunette. BT dubs.
Yeah.
Like Charlie Hunnam. I had no idea he was in this movie.
Yep.
Not a singular idea.
Right off the set of Pacific Rim, they both, Guillermo and Charlie Hunnam just came right into this.
He said, "Hey, I actually really like working with you. I got another project."
Instead of fighting kaijus, let's fight some ghosts.
I love this movie. I will not get over it anytime soon. Sorry. It's so good. So we have Edith. Edith is she's very nonsensical. Nonsensical.
What is her name? It's Mia Wasikowska. Is that it?
Wasikowska. Wasikowska.
Just how Hollywood always puts like guys like Charlie Hunnam or Jai Courtney or Sam Worthington. They're like, this is your new guy. Or Taylor Kitsch. This is your new it guy.
Yep.
I feel like in this era, it was Mia Wasikowska. After Alice in Wonderland and a couple other movies, I was a big fan of Stoker. Not gonna lie. I really appreciated her in Stoker, but in other films, not so much. I just felt like that was the woman equivalent of those guys. Hollywood was like, this is your new it girl. This is your new it girl. Watch her.
Yeah.
And whether it's Stoker or Crimson Peak, those other movies, I just didn't really vibe with. But those two, absolutely. And what she does in this, I feel like is very, very up her alley. It's up Guillermo's alley. It's working.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go kind of plot and then go boom, 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 boom of it all.
Oh, boom, 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 boom.
So our first there are multiple years in this sequence. The first one's 1887. Edith is a young girl. Her mother has passed away due to illness. 1887, her mom comes back in the form of a ghost because Edith can see ghosts. So I don't know what that is.
Frog was trying to call out there.
It does it all the time. I hate it. Edith sees ghosts. She's always been able to possess this ability. But they never really explain if it was genetic,
near death,
incidents. Stress related, or just psychic.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, she could see ghosts, and all the ghosts in this movie have different colors about them.
Also, just how Guillermo is great with monsters and great with effects. I love the way they marry practical effects and CGI.
I agree.
With the ghosts and the imagery. Because they're either 40% practical and 60% CGI or reversed, and it's especially towards the later parts with the clay ghosts. I really, really love the look of them because the red clay, they're very striking, and it's just
it's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous,
especially
ghoul.
Set up against the snowy backdrop.
Yeah, it's very gorgeous ghoul stuff, and I really do appreciate that.
Yeah. So I did a little bit of research, not a ton, if we're honest. And because the ghosts are different colors, they're all associated with different things. So Edith's mom, her ghost is black, tinged in black, not ethnically,
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to explain it without being weird.
Yeah. Ghost, no race.
Correct.
Ghost,
and then
no borders.
So the ones who are shrouded in black, tinged in black, they are just set there. They are attached to a place, a person, they're kind of your average Joe ghosts to me. The ones who are shrouded in crimson and red and like bloody. They had like the most tragic, like the most violent, brutal deaths.
They're just caved in domes and like faces hanging on by
Just
a thread.
unfortunate circumstances, truly.
Very much so.
And then we have, you know what? I'll hold on to that one.
Hold on to it.
I will. But okay. The next year marking we get is 1901. Edith is an aspiring author. She's getting ready to sell her manuscript. She's a ghost story girly. And you know what? I love that for her. I very much believe in her talents. But
she's the Little Women, like she's
the Jo March.
She's Jo March.
But
of her time.
I think she's a little bit more fanciful than Jo. She's a little bit more open than Jo. She's a spooky Jo March. But she's also like, she's had a very privileged upbringing. Like, aside from the fact that she can see ghosts, you know, the most that's happened to her truly is that her mom died. I digress. She's a go-getter as a youngin', relatively youngin'. But so the Sharps come into town. We have Thomas and Lucille. They are siblings. They're off.
Yeah.
And you know who caught the tater that they were off? Her daddy.
Well, he had that private eye.
He did, because he felt so weird about them.
Yeah. And
we have Charlie Hunnam, who's like a potential suitor, but he's a doctor, and I guess he went away for a while, and they were kind of like a thing.
Ophthalmologist? Well, what's he's an
ophthalmologist, yeah. Because they made a joke about like Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, like a Sherlock Holmes kind of vibe. He goes, well, he's an ophthalmologist just like I am. Because she was like, oh, do you fancy yourself a detective? Like, okay, this movie is gorgeous. Like, aesthetics, like costumes.
The costuming and set dressing is, I really think, you know, very...
For the time.
Very, like, it also, like, Guillermo del Toro also brings together, like, through all of his movies, just the world that he makes. It's very inhabitable, like it's very like put together. You believe it. His films always sell you on the concept, and I think that's also like it's part of him, but it's also his set dressing, and he puts it together very nice.
I agree. None of these people look like they've ever seen an iPhone in their life.
No,
and I love that, because now, I'm so sorry, this is a small tangent. Now newer movies, even if they are set in like a different period, they look like they've seen an iPhone. They look like they've seen Contour.
Yeah.
Hate that. Anyways, Thomas and his sister, they're trying to get funding because they have red clay at their home, their ancestral home. And they're trying to dig it up because it apparently makes a lot of money. But they want the funding to dig it up because he has a contraption. And he kind of courts her in a very casual way. And I feel like there are a lot of rules being broken in terms of courtship. He goes to her house. There's no chaperone other than the maid who's there.
Yeah.
They're dancing on the floor, bare hands. He puts his bare hand on her back. This is very seductive.
See, I know like the time
this is
different than what we're living right now. I'm used to what we're living right now, talking, dating, marriage. So there was no dating. There was talking, marriage. And I think that's why I believe them both as actors. They are great in the roles. I like just the timeline. They meet, there's the dance, and they're together. And then the dad doesn't want them to be together. The dad dies. They marry. She brings all the money to his estate. He gets funding through her, and then they want her to sign the prenup. I don't think their whole relationship takes place within a month.
Oh no, not at all.
That's insane.
I believe it's spread out, but just like the pacing of the movie feels a little quick because it's not that long. I think it's actually an hour 59. I say it's not long. It doesn't feel long to me.
It's paced well.
I do very much enjoy a lot of the symbolism within this movie. Like while they are dancing with the candle, the flame does flicker, obviously because they're dancing and like the wind is going to hit it and shit. Yeah. But the fact that she blew it out on her own, looking up at them, that's symbolic of like cutting ties. And a lot of the dialogue she says, like there's a moment where Thomas is kind of in his head and she's like, where do you go? You keep looking towards the past. You keep living in the past and you're not going to find me there.
I like that line.
I do too. I think it's very recognizant of like the whole theme of the movie because like it's very obvious that the siblings, they have a lot of issues. And that's before you even get to their ancestral home. That's like before you even go into the meat and potatoes of it all. They're fucking weird.
Yeah.
And not in like a fun, sexy way. Like he is.
I mean,
he is for sure.
I mean,
She's also hot, but like they're off-putting. It's like it's uncanny valley almost.
it's like, like it's like porn.
Stranger danger.
I was gonna say like porn search.
Why would you do that?
What's trending right now, Brittany? Step bro, step sister. But like you
shut
just
up.
right in this situation, you just remove the step.
Save me, brother.
Nasty. Nasty.
I know we're in Buffalo, New York right now, but it's given.
Nasty.
I was gonna say it's giving Alabama.
It's giving nasty, Brittany. It's
It is.
nasty.
It is. Charlie Hunnam, thankfully, he has a predilection, or like he enjoys ghosts. They all enjoy ghosts. And that's another theme. It's just because like I think the way Charlie explains it, he's like showing her these old timey photographs and he's like, these are people who haven't moved on. They haven't left. Like it's their choice. You know?
It's not like 1800 spirit photography. It's really cool.
Oh,
honestly.
I love it. But
Like,
like
honestly, I need that movie. I need like 1800 like ghost hunters.
that'd be awesome.
That'd be cool.
Book idea. I'm stealing it.
Yeah.
Like this whole movie is an allegory for like choosing to heal yourself. Like choosing yourself and like allowing yourself to be happy and allowing yourself to move on from whatever sins you've committed. Because like in the end, the only person who wouldn't allow themselves to do that, or like the only person who wouldn't allow themselves to move on, was Lucille.
Yeah.
And yeah, her and Thomas were both kind of shitty, but she was the shittiest.
Oh yeah, no, she was bringing him down with her, and like he was really
he
just like
desperately wanted to try to move on.
he wanted to move on, but he wanted to make her happy, and that the clay and everything was literally just to make her happy, and he was just killing innocent wives.
Also, the butterflies, like the yellow butterflies, like the color yellow symbolizes like innocence and like fragility and just freshness. And that's who Edith is. And Lucille is always, she's dressed in black when they have like their first outing together, and they see these butterflies and she's like, all we have at home are black moths. And Edith is like, oh, well, what do they eat? And she goes, butterflies. And it's, a metaphor between, because she's the black moth, she's eating all the wives essentially.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's cool.
No, it is cool. There's so much like, I don't even want to say symbolism because it really does feel like it's jumping out at you.
See, I don't know if it exists, but like whenever you go to Barnes and Noble, or like if you're in the South, like Books A Million, or any kind of like bookstore, if they sell concept art or art of books, like the art of Crimson Peak, if that existed, I would love to have an art of Crimson Peak book, just because I feel like it would be pretty like thick, and just like have like all the concepts, and just like wardrobe, honestly, like the concept of wardrobe and the meanings of the symbolism and everything. Like I eat those books up. Like great coffee table books, great bookshelf books, just like great books in general.
Mm-hmm.
Just to look at and nerd out.
I agree. But the thing is, so Thomas has been married before, and these kids, I say kids, they've obviously they're siblings, they grew up together, but their whole thing is like they had a shitty childhood. Apparently their dad fucking sucked, and their mom also fucking sucked. And the only love they knew was with each other, which I hate to say because,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying?
It's broken.
Yeah.
Much like the mom's leg under the dad's boot. But poor Edith, she's like so charmed by him. And yeah, she is young and a little naive, but she sees the best in everybody, unfortunately for her. But in the end, that is very much to her like advantage.
Yeah.
Because Lucille's just shrouded in evil, and she's got her mind set on retribution, revenge, like money. Like she she doesn't care
She's
about
very
people.
trigger happy.
She's
like
very
she's
trigger
very
happy.
very unhinged. Like if
She has one goal.
if anything, like, you know, sets her off. Like, okay,
She's
yeah, no,
done.
she's done. Any inconvenience, you know.
She'll
Like
get her
when
hands dirty though.
like when like they're at the house, but they have to leave to go into town, and they get stuck in town the next day. Like the
yeah,
no
because they
one
went to the depot.
no one sent word to Lucille, and Lucille's like, no one told I was here alone.
Yeah, she
Just
was
like
losing her mind.
How I am with silence can have silence. She cannot be alone. She cannot be alone because she's always had, you know, Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's also so desperately afraid of him leaving her because she feels she has a claim on him.
Yeah.
Just because for a long time that's all they had was each other.
Just a woman being jealous, you know what I'm saying? Like that's really it.
Kind of.
It's weird that it's your sister, but I mean, like, that's really it. Like, she's just.
But she's
you know,
more than a sister. I hate it.
Yeah, no, it's awful.
She's a sister, a lover, a mother of their children.
Yeah.
One child, and it was born incorrectly, and one of the wives killed it. Good for you, by the way, wifey.
That's another thing. A lot of the gore and
This is
the
good gore.
but it's so him though. Like, if you know, like in Mimic or in Pan's Labyrinth, or I mean, like, there's, you know, the latest one. What's the alley one? I cannot think about it. Someone will know. But there's, like, in Shape of Water, just it's so, I don't know, like, the closest thing I can really describe it is gooey. It's very gooey and, like, kind of claymation ish. Like when you see Jim Beaver's head when it's, like, bashed in with the sink,
it feels real, but not real.
It's very, very much. It's just like it is so weird looking, but it's also very gruesome, and it's very, like, off-putting to look at. It's a very different kind of gore.
Sorry, I choked.
It's a very different kind of gore.
I wonder if it's because that way you can still watch it, but you're not completely connected to it.
I think it's just like his look is very fantastical, and in, like, not in the sense of like Tim Burton, Wes Anderson. It's his own look. It's very warm. I don't know, like, it's off-putting to look at, like, that guy's face bashed in, but, like, you can't not look at it because it's just, like, draws you in. It's off-putting and inviting at the same time.
For the longest time, and I was still kind of right, because I didn't quite, you watch it and then you kind of forget details of the plot.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Lucille's his wife the whole time. And then, because she's like, I'm his sister. And then she was like,
you don't want the, like...
You don't want the incest.
You don't want the incest. The whole time you're like...
God, they have to be married.
The twist is she's going to be his actual wife.
And they're ghosts.
And no. It's his sister. Like,
she's a jealous lover.
They're just jerking each other off.
Incestual. And it's so bad that Edith had to see that, but, like, a ghost helped direct her to see that.
See, I like the aspect that the ghosts aren't the ghouls. Like, they're literally just, like, they're trying to warn you the whole time. Like, they're not the ghosts are not the bad guys.
I believe they're mostly there's one ghost in their ancestral house that Erdal, I don't know, the hall.
The mom?
Yeah.
She's
like
mother?
in black.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Because she's tied to the place, but, like, the other ghosts there are all red.
Well, wasn't the mom the one in the bathtub that has the giant meat cleaver in her head?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah.
And then they're slowly poisoning Edith. And by that, I mean Lucille, because she's insane. Because they just wanted her for her money. That was the whole point intentionally. But Thomas ended up falling truly deeply in love with her. And to the point where he had sex with her, and he's never had sex with any of his other wives. Because Lucille was like, he was never supposed to fall in love with anybody else other than me. He was never supposed to do anything with anybody other than me. And like, when you brought up they spent the night away, she goes, did you sleep with him? And she goes, well, he's my husband, so
yeah,
kind of my job.
That's another reason why she just, like,
lost her
went
shit.
haywire.
Edith is a little Nancy Drew. I really appreciate that about her.
Yeah.
She doesn't take things lying down. I mean, she kind of does.
Except Tom.
Well, she got on top at one point. Probably took her whole ass virginity then. But I don't know. It's never really expanded upon.
You would think it's that era of, like, puritanical.
I don't know. Charlie Hunnam, they had an intimate relationship, but we don't know of what kind.
Well, isn't this still like in the era where like if you're
This is
together,
1901.
if you're together with someone, like you have to be with them.
I think so. Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, if I bedded you, I gotta put a ring on it.
We should bring that back.
I'm all right. I'm cool.
Haha. Yeah.
See, I do love and appreciate a muddy, somewhat cobblestoned New York.
Yeah.
That is, I like that. I just like the setting is very cool. I really like this. Like he could have put this in modern time, but I really appreciate it. He did not.
I honestly have so many good things to say about this movie.
And we have.
I know, but I could keep going. And that's the problem. That is very much the problem. But I think Edith, like, she is a little, God, I hate to say it, she's different than all the other girls.
She's so different.
And I think her having the ability that she's had her entire life to see specters, I think that's helped her out to her advantage, even though she doesn't quite always understand. But the advantage is there to help her. To summarize, they go after her for her money. They're trying to get funding for this. And they've gone to Paris, Milan, Edinburgh, and now New York to get money. But they're just like essentially building their own wealth. Like they weren't necessarily doing it just for the clay. Okay. That's where they start. He starts courting Edith, our writer girly girl. They get murdered. They move to his ancestral home. She's cold. She feels weird. She has a lot of instances. Lucille's a fucking weirdo. You know?
Yeah.
Then, like, back home, because her father's been murdered, but they aren't, they don't really know that at the time.
Yeah.
Autopsy technology wasn't the same then as it is now. There was no DNA evidence. But Charlie Hunnam's doing his best. Also, Thomas was not a great husband at times. So, Lucille, it just gets more and more unhinged as she Nancy Drews her way through his life and, like, the stories. She finds stuff about his past wives, all that good jazz. And then it kind of reaches the climax where, Lucille, she's in bed, poisoned. And Lucille's just dropping their lore a little bit, She's like, mother was sick in this bed as well, and she was bedridden for a long time. And father was a brute, but, I cared for her. And mother played the piano. We weren't allowed in here. All this just like, she wants you to feel sorry for her for the way their lives have gone. But after a certain point, you're actively making really terrible choices. So I don't have much empathy for you. I do for Thomas because he's like an unwilling victim, but he's also complicit in his own suffering. So
yeah. Also, Nightmare Alley was that Alley, movie.
It's been bothering you this whole time.
It really has. I'm just like I've been like coming in and out, but like I'm like, what was that dadgum Guillermo del Toro Alley movie? Nightmare Alley. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after she finds the good stuff about the ex-wives, Lucille tries to kill her actively. And Charlie Hunnam saves the day after she was pushed off a fucking banister.
Yeah, no, like anybody else dead. Like that was
dead on impact.
Like if you were not main character, dead.
Dead.
Like, the only thing that saved her was like she was main character. That was it. Like
yeah, she like fell down
she
two stories.
She hit her back on like a banister. Like that was like
she broke her leg too, didn't she?
Yeah. Like she was hurt.
Yeah.
She was hurt.
And Charlie Hunnam was banging on the door while she was actively falling. Allerdale.
Yeah, no, like literally he showed up as soon as they pushed her.
Yeah.
And then gets stabbed in the tit.
Yeah, Thomas is like, somebody's banging on the door.
Yeah.
And Lucille's just on a blood hunt. But yeah, so obviously Thomas is feeling guilty. He doesn't want this anymore, but he knows it's too late to really change it. So she makes him, she like gives him the ultimatum. She's like, you have to do it or I'm going to, in terms of like actually killing. So he was like talking to Charlie, or sorry, what's his name? Alec in this movie? Yeah. And he's like, you're a doctor. Show me where to stab you. Because if I don't, she will.
Yeah.
And so he kind of like guides the dagger to his, kidney-ish?
Just like right above, like right in here. Not your like heart side.
The
but
midriff.
Like, yeah.
somewhere in there. The abdomen.
Like right under like your armpit, or like, right in here.
It's not that high. He was a little bit lower, I think.
He went in right here, bro.
Whatever. Yeah, it's a fucking mess from that point on. It's a little chaotic, but like it's all chaotic, but carefully chaotic, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Correct. So he's like, take him away. I'll deal with her. Like, blah, 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 blah. And then Lucille, is talking to Thomas, and she's trying to hunt for Edith. She wants her dead. And she's like, did you fall in love with her? And he was like, I didn't mean to. It just happened. And they get into an argument, and she stabs her own brother lover in a fit of passion.
I'm your brother lover. You're my brother lover. We should be each other's brothers.
Each other's brothers. God. Yeah, she like stabs him in the side, the chest, and then the eye, or like right underneath the eye.
Yeah, it was like, it's such a weird,
like in the occipital bone almost.
Whenever I get creeped out whenever someone gets like stabbed or shot. That's not the head. If you're like right between the eyes, or like right in the dome, I'm like, okay, that's normal. But when someone gets like shot or like stabbed in the face,
it's weird.
It's like it's just off putting. I'm like,
it's
that's
painful.
Not supposed to happen.
It's painful to look at.
Yeah.
And he pulls the little letter opener dagger thing out.
He gets stabbed like 4 or 5 times in the chest, and then stabbed in the face.
And he still like tries to follow her. And he just kind of sits there in the chair, in their lovely little chairs, and bleeds out in front of his sister lover.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm your sister love.
Nope.
You're my sister love.
And so Lucille tries to go after Edith. Edith has taken the elevator down to the red clay vats. Previously, she'd been down there Nancy Drewing, and a skeleton popped up from one of the ex-wives. I'm assuming. One of the murdered wives. The deceased. Not diseased.
Yeah. That's why they hid the bodies in the clay.
Yeah.
In the wet clay.
The wet clay. I don't know what that was. I'm so sorry. But she's hidden Alec in there because he can't do much right now, I don't think.
He just can't, yeah.
Yeah. He's been stabbed.
He's bleeding out.
A couple of times he's been stabbed. But they have this thing, and then Lucille is fucking insane. Like, you can truly see it in this moment, and it's kind of terrifying because she digs up that cleaver, and she's like, oh, I have a present a souvenir that I kept from Mother.
What are you using for that? Like, what are you using, like, to cut? Like, I don't care if you have like cattle or stock or like, any kind of thing like that. Like, I'm like, that is an anime size meat cleaver. Like, that's something you would see in One Piece.
It's huge.
It's massive.
I think it's an X, but I don't know.
It's huge.
I don't know, man. I don't know the difference between tools. But she tries to kill her with that, and Edith, all she has is this little dagger. She's doing her best. They make it outside. There's a blistering blizzard going on, and you see like the clay seeping up from the ground, so it looks like the earth is bleeding, which is awesome.
It's a great set piece,
by the way.
It like, honestly, like,
it fucks.
It really does. Fuck, honestly. Like, it just lends itself to like how grand this movie like tries to be. Even when like I do think it falls apart. I think just the look of it, like you said, it bleeding, that is so cool, and it gives it such a good visual with, like, it's snowing, but it's like, literally, if like the earth was just covered in like a white sheet and someone stabbed it, the blood's just coming through it, and that's how it's appearing, like with the snow sheeting the ground.
Yeah,
and it's just such a good visual.
Like, all the animals were dying. Like, the flies, everything is dying on that land. And the clay represents that, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're outside. Lucille is like, this isn't going to end until either I kill you or you kill me. And she repeats that. And so Edith is like, help me. And she goes, there's no one here to help you. Everybody's dead. And she goes, turn around. Not like that, because that's really sassy in this moment. And you turn around and you see a white ghost with like hints of red. And the red, I believe, is where he was just stabbed. But but it's Thomas. Like, it is Thomas's ghost. And so with his help, aka distraction, she beats Lucille to death with a fucking shovel. She deserved it.
Yeah, and she had her on the ground, and the last thing she says is, you either kill me or I kill you." And then like as soon as she can finish it,
She bashed her skull in,
and Edith goes, "I heard you the first time." Badass.
Yes. And like honestly, that act of genuine true love on Thomas's part to help kill his beloved sister, I believe that's why he was white like the whole time. Like that is kind of his penance that he's paying, and because he really truly in his heart didn't want to be part of this anymore.
Yeah.
And it's just, that's what it's so tragic about it. Like you can do your best and still sometimes that's not enough. You have to really let go.
Yeah.
And that's the moment he let go, but he realized it was too late. So that is 2015 Crimson Peak, aka one of my favorite movies of all time.
What is it?
I don't know what that is. I think it's some kind of acid reflux.
Or a frog in your throat?
Nope. Okay, Thomas, what is your pick?
Well, my pick is really the antithesis of this entire, like today's tape, like what I would like, more of. You got like a mashup. It's a genre mashup. We got the overall idea correlates. We got the theme narrowed down. We got it figured out. We got it nailed down. Victorian Romance. What's more Victorian Romance than Crimson Peak? I'll tell you. It's Disney's Tarzan from 1999. It's Disney's Tarzan, everybody. Disney's Tarzan picks up with a ship crashing up upon like what we think is Africa. Probably we're led to believe it's Africa. It is Africa, we're told. And and it is Tarzan's mama and papa, and they make the best treehouse you've ever seen. And it's they live a good life. They raise a baby. They raise little Tartar, and he's there being a cute little baby. And then what Brittany said was a jaguar, and I said was a cheetah. It is actually a leopard. What's his name? Sabor. The pizza place killed Mama and Papa Tarzan. Sabaro killed. I'm just going to call him Sabaro from then on. It's the leopard Sabaro. New York's best pizza. Sabaro killed Mama and Papa Tarzan. And it's really tragic, and it's something to see. But then Kala, Cream.
God. Cream.
You talked too long. We gotten late, and now I'm getting the sleepies, but I'm also delirious and a little happy.
Okay.
Kala, the queen gorilla, if you want to call her the queen, to Kershak's, king, finds baby Tarzan and saves him from the leopard and Sapporo, and raises him as her own. And that's how we get Tarzan the Ape Man. And we get this whole, him growing up, befriending Turk and what was the elephant's name?
Oh, Tantor.
Yeah. I like how
we looked at each other and then we got it.
We got it at the same time. Turk and Tantor befriends them at a young age, and then these like lifelong partners from then on there. But the story really picks up and also hits this Victorian romance theme. When Jane Porter and her father and expedition / poacher / asshole / villain of the movie Clayton show up on the African horizon, and they cause trouble, but also bring a little love into Tarzan's life.
And there's a baller ass soundtrack.
By the one, the only, the ugly Phil Collins. I love, like, if I could just be like, I see myself in Phil Collins. If I could just be as talented as Phil Collins, that would be so cool. He had no right. He had no right to give us. I will be here, don't you cry. We're gonna get copyrighted, Brittany. I want to sing as much as you do.
Frick!
Jesus Christ, dude, we're gonna get flagged.
I didn't even say all of it, so it's fine.
Okay, good. I was talking over it, so hopefully they don't. Disney can't really like
No, they
hear
can't.
it.
Y'all can't hear
But
shit.
yeah, no. Phil Collins had no right to drop that album,
Bangers.
the banger.
They were
that
like, this is just a movie about a boy who's been raised by apes. Nothing crazy. Banger after banger after banger after
literally every single one.
banger.
Every single one is quotable. Every single one you can sing along to. It's just it's something that Crimson Peak just is lacking really. And like if Crimson Peak had Phil Collins, I think Phil Collins could really elevate what was going on in Crimson Peak.
I don't think that fits the vibe though.
You know what? No one thought it would fit the vibe of Tarzan until Phil Collins stepped in the room, Brittany, and then he made the movie. But I really, really, really dig just the overall like journey, like growing up, like not even growing up, like I really got into the books like 8th grade or high school. Like I was big into Princess of Mars, John Carter of Mars, Warlord of Mars, Tyrant of Mars, all the Mars stuff. But that's Edgar Rice Burroughs. Edgar Rice Burroughs also made Tarzan, and that's when I started to like really get into the Tarzan lore. Because I only knew Disney. I only knew the Disney stuff, and then like just being the film geek, the not so great Bo Derek movies from like the 70s, and there's that 2013 bad CGI Tarzan. It's kind of forgettable. And then there's the Skarsgård Legend of Tarzan, the David Yates, the guy who made like pretty much the majority of the Harry Potter movies. He made a Tarzan. And it's okay. And like I think like we were talking about it a while ago when we were watching Tarzan. Like I kind of remember that movie, but like you remember Disney's Tarzan, just the shot choreography in the animation, and just like the title sequence. You remember the title sequence. You remember him parkouring through vines and sliding down vines. Like Brittany and I were talking about it. He basically has a Jordan 4 sole calloused on his foot. Like he has a thick, just sole on his foot.
Yeah, there's no way he feels anything.
There's no way. He's just walking around just extra skin up on that foot, on both of the feet, maybe the hands too.
I was gonna say probably hands, but not as much because there's like that part where he's hanging on the vine and you could see the friction burning him.
Oh no, he's burning the feet. Like
I don't think
bad.
His feet burn. Hands for sure.
I'm just saying, like that always bothered me, but it always looks so cool. Honestly, me and Tarzan have a lot in common. Like me Tarzan, me ape man.
You wear loincloth?
I mean, like when you're not here, yeah. The only difference is I'm not lean or jacked. But like if I was
lean.
if not
you got a little swimmer's body.
Not
you could be a little twink.
Not Tarzan like. If I could get Tarzan like, that'd be nice. If I can walk like ape.
You can talk like ape.
I can talk like ape. Listen, when we get off the ride at Disney, Ryan Underwood and I, we got off of some jungle ride and we had just seen in our off time in LA, and we saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and we started doing the ape walk. I don't care what you say. The ape walk is fun. And it's just once you start, you can't stop. But like this movie kind of made me want to do the ape walk, and the gorillas in this movie, dope. I love like I kind of want to be raised by gorillas by watching this movie. Wouldn't you say that? Because they're very musically inclined. Did you see Turk?
I did. Yeah, and they're very soft.
Also,
very comforting.
Turk. I grew up. Like I just believed, I knew for a fact in my soul that he was
a
he. It is not a he. They call him Little Missy. All these different times. So he is a she and is also voiced by Rosie O'Donnell.
Never in my life would I've put that together.
Like I had watched this years ago and like put one and one together. Oh, Turk is a girl. But I forgot he was a girl until we rewatched it today. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's crazy. That is wild. I want to know how many of you watched it and was like, you know what? Holy shit, Turk is a girl. Because Turk, I feel like, I don't know if it's like a non-gender kind of, like it's very gender fluid kind of name. It sounds like a boy. It sounds like a boy. It gives
Turk
boy.
Acts like a boy.
Turk acts is very, I mean, she's a tomboy. She is a tomboy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great music number by Turk, just to be
At the camp?
a fellow gorilla in that encampment, just going crazy, doing doodle loop da da dop doodle doop ba da dop boo da doo dop. Yeah,
Shiba bow bow.
sick. Hell yeah.
I like the different like styles of the songs too,
Yeah.
but they all fit.
One's very lullaby, one's very ballad, one is a rock opera. Like it's Phil didn't stop with
Phil
Tarzan.
motherfucking Collins.
Also, just like Crimson Peak, everybody's hot.
Everybody's hot.
Everybody's hot.
We were talking about it.
We were in this era of Disney where like the Disney movies that were boy centric, they were drawn differently. Like come in with me, everybody. Listen, Atlantis, Tarzan, Hercules, Treasure Planet. Everybody's drawn hot. Why is everybody drawn hot? Why is Kira from Atlantis drawn hot? Why is Jane Porter just stunning? Gorgeous. Especially when wet. Like when she's just like she's kind of got like a little like wet, like her hair's kind of like fringy and everything. Where like after the baboons chase them through the jungle,
she's got her patty little lips going.
God, it's just me, Tarzan. Where my Jane? Like where my Jane, Brittany? I need me Jane. I want my Jane. Like I sympathize with Tarzan. Also, what do you think about Clayton as a big dog villain?
Douchebag.
Yeah.
Gorilla.
That's all I know.
What you know about me?
That's all I know. I don't know anything
Big G-L-O and
by the artist known as Glorilla.
Also, Clayton, I felt bad for Tarzan because Tarzan obviously hasn't had a lot of human interaction.
Yeah.
And Clayton is a master manipulator, but to somebody like Tarzan, he didn't even have to try. And that was so horrendous.
Yeah.
He was a villain just to be a villain. And Tarzan didn't understand that at first.
See,
he's like, Clayton, help me. And he's like, oh, who are you?
Tarzan's just a sweet angel.
He is. He's just a sweet boy. He wanted to learn. Clayton wanted to kill. He was a poacher, essentially.
You wanted to let him tell him more. Please show me.
Show me the way.
Finish the rest of the song, Brittany. Show me. Please show me.
I don't want to get sued.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
By the mouse.
Never mind.
You brought it up.
Oh, you're right. Oh, see, that's all it makes you want to do. It just makes me want to sing.
Exactly.
It just makes me want to just jam.
Jam worthy.
But yeah, I want to say more about Tarzan, but by time restrictions, I really can't. But
you can, because I can edit a lot of this out.
Don't because like everything I'm saying is like just like it's the word of me. This
I
is
meant
the word.
like a lot of mine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's 47 minutes of yours.
Well, 15 was an intro, so
I don't believe that.
Okay, 10 of it was an intro.
I think 5.
I think 10. I think 8.
But yeah, no. Everything about it, him learning about polite society, him learning about society in general,
society
through the awesome artwork. Like honestly, like when rewatching, I'm like, I think that would be so cool to have those. The images are so cool, and like just like the, I don't know, I want those pictures, and that would be a cool piece of artwork. But that whole sequence, the montage, is dope, and that's really all I can say about Tarzan. But wasn't that a loop I threw you? I threw you on, like Victorian Romance. You got into the Victorian Romance to hear Brittany talk about and gush about Crimson Peak, and you waited all this time to figure out what was Thomas's Victorian Romance. Tarzan, Disney's motherfucking Tarzan. Heck yeah. Oh, or however Tarzan says it.
So listen,
Yeah.
I will say between our movies, yes, romantic romance was part of it, but I think for Tarzan there was like the familial romance, like the found family,
Yes,
like those kinds of different
a man of two worlds,
loves. Yeah. So for Crimson Peak, it was, obviously the romantic love as well as the self-love.
Yeah.
So I think that was really fun.
We got a variety of loves here.
Yeah.
Variety of loves, one topic,
Variety of Victorian era romances.
Good stuff. If you like the intros,
and the outros.
it's done by the one, the only Simon Bronner, Rook Falco himself. Go listen to him on Spotify. He's great.
And if you have questions, comments, throwbacks that you feel would also fit the Victorian era romance, because we actually do have more that we could put there.
We literally just named like a couple, and like I was like, is there any way we could like, do a part 2?
So yes, we are.
So yeah.
You can follow us at Instagram, Blue Sky, and the TikTok at Escape the Tapes Pod, or you can always send us an email, a thoroughly detailed email, 6 paragraphs or more about why you like us in Victorian era romances at escapethetapespod@gmail.com.
Or just say good job. Just say good job. I'd appreciate a good job.
I would too. This is a thankless job sometimes.
It is. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for making me feel romantical.
You're so welcome, baby.
I feel akin with my past self in the Victorian era. Yeah.
You're really good at that.
Era. Makes me think of that little, like, is it a chihuahua or the dog that has like, he's got his like eyes messed up on TikTok. He's like, hey, hit me with the ow.
I have no idea what
You don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
People know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye now. Well,
Yeah.
Chumbawamba.
Edie gets knocked down, but she gets up again. Because you're never going to get it down.
God, all I could hear in my mind was Chumbawamba, and I was like, what the fuck is this called?